Yo, what's up guys? So, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 on PC versus consoles. What are the big differences, and is it better to get it on PC or console? This is a question that I was asked quite frequently. In fact, some of the menus in this game actually have a different frame rate than the actual game, which obviously causes it to look strange. If there's any stuttering in any of the gameplay that you guys will be seeing either here or on any other YouTuber's channel, it's because the game isn't necessarily as optimized as it will be at launch. That's something that's obviously in almost every beta. Optimization is always an issue. But nonetheless, first thing first, let's get out some of the funny things out of the way, because people are just screenshotting and saying, oh my gosh, this game on PC is a joke. It's more so kind of funny, so I wanted to share it with you guys, but I wanted to get this out of the way really quick. So anyways, people are saying like, dude, what the heck did they do to the character? What is this torture? A new specialist ability. People are memeing the game, obviously with different, I guess, settings on PC. You can do a lot of weird things, but there's something that's actually pretty game breaking, which lets you see through walls on PC with certain settings. I'll get into that in a second, but anyways, yeah, people are memeing the game. They're taking crazy screenshots and just showcasing off things that I would say aren't normally going to be in the game. I would hope this is not in the final version of the game, but a lot of these issues are on PC versus console. Like, I have not seen this issue on console, and I maxed out the rank on console. But anyways, first things first, let's get this out of the way. As far as graphical comparison, this video is not going to be 100% focused on graphics. It's more so like my thoughts on the way that the game feels, as well as other things that would actually make a difference in gameplay. I'm more of a gameplay person myself. For as far as graphics go, if you expect PC to look worse, I don't know why you're watching this video in the first place. PC is going to look much better than consoles. That's just pretty much a give on pretty much everything. As far as optimization, like I said, the game can get better. But first off, we're looking at a screenshot over here. You can see PC, PS4 Pro, and Xbox One. PC is going to be looking the best, then it's the Xbox One X, and then the PS4 Pro. Now, if you're using the base PS4 or the base Xbox, well, the base Xbox is absolutely terrible, because this is technically the first beta for the Xbox players, because PS4 players, we had it last week. But anyways, to just sum it up over here, obviously on PC you can see the cracks. They're much more defined. On Xbox One you can see the cracks, but they're a little bit hazy. And then on PS4 Pro, we got no cracks in the wall. This is basically zooming up on the game. Like I said, to me this is not that big of a deal, but I thought I would mention it anyways. The more important thing for me is kind of seeing, like, basically the jagged lines in the game. You guys can see over here, this is the PC, and then you can see on PS4, we got kind of a little bit of haziness, and then on Xbox One, I would say it's a little bit better. I would say, as far as my personal, like, eyes go, I think the PC absolutely hands down looks the best. Then it's the Xbox One, then it's the PS4 Pro, then it's the PS4 regular, and then the Xbox One. Just not the Xbox One X, just the Xbox One. If you guys want a full video, in fact, these screenshots were using this guy's footage, Candyland, and I'll link that video down below in the description box if any of you guys are interested in just kind of checking it out yourself. If that's what you really want, if you're really interested in graphics and you want to know, should I buy this game on PC or should I buy it on console, because I'm only interested in graphics, just get it on PC. I'll sum it up real quick, but you can watch this video if you want more information on that. As far as PC goes, huge differences on the game. Oh, by the way, I believe this feature was removed from PC, but there was a thing called mouse filtering. If you don't have this enabled, the game feels really strange. Like, it really does. I tried actually playing with a controller on PC using a program called Xpatter, but the game does not offer any aim assist to controllers. One, the game doesn't actually support controllers as of right now in the beta, so that could be something to just keep in mind. If you only want to use a controller on PC, you can't do that right now. It doesn't even let you use it at all. You have to use third-party programs. Xpatter is one I could recommend, but it still feels very awkward. But mouse filtering definitely makes it so much better. But also there's a huge thing over here called field of view. This is huge in a game, because what this allows you to do is be able to have a larger field of view, which means that you can see more. People were talking about crossplay, making it unfair. If they ever did crossplay because of field of view, yes, this would definitely give you an advantage if you put your field of view higher. It makes the game kind of look weird, but it does technically let you see more. And there's also a lot of other things on PC that I feel like are very nice. Turning off the names of your friendlies, as well as different things in the interface. You can actually change a lot of different things that you wouldn't be able to do on console, but specifically the field of view would be the most important thing. There's also different settings that you can do with, like, different ADS mouse sensitivity in the game, which if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, when you're aiming down sights, you're going to have a different sensitivity than when you're just hip firing. But that could be a pretty big deal for some people to like be able to change that. There's also a lot of other things that you can do as far as action behavior on certain like not necessarily just specialist abilities, but also on tactical equipment like the trophy system. You can make it throw automatically on one press, or you can do it on release of like the button. There's a lot more settings. In fact, even if you're playing with a controller, I would still say that some of these settings could make it better to play on PC. But again, there is optimization issues as of right now. You'll see a few frames here and there. I'm playing at 144 frames, but obviously YouTube just allows 60, and also on Twitch, we're just streaming at 60 FPS anyway, so don't really worry about that too much. But anyways, next up, there are a lot of glitches in PC, and I, again, figure I would kind of just briefly mention this, because these are things that I have not experienced on console, okay? These are all just taken from Reddit, but this is kind of funny. This guy just makes a T-pose. Again, there's more glitches on PC right now than there are on console, like definitely. I mean, some of these are funny, so I wanted to share them with you guys, and obviously these will be fixed. Now, this is very important. If you're an Xbox owner, the Xbox One playing, not the X, but the regular one, this is absolutely a joke. So the Xbox One uses dynamic resolution, with the lowest resolution found being approximately 800 by 756, and the highest resolution being 1200 by 900. That's pretty embarrassing, honestly. 800 resolution in 2018? Like, dude, you really need to optimize that game on Xbox. Like, it really is a joke. So as far as consoles go, I would say definitely don't get it on the Xbox One, unless you have an Xbox One X, because that resolution is, again, it's terrible. People are just memeing it. That means Modern Warfare 3 performed better on a console, much older console 7 years ago. That is true, man. Like, again, that resolution is just not acceptable in my day and age. But like, it's 2018. Get your act together, Xbox. Or maybe it's, again, it could be all just optimization issues. All right, next up, this is something that I think is more related to ping as well as host, but it is something to mention. I would say this could definitely happen on console as well. I'm just showing a little clip of seeing this guy die to a dog. This has an issue with the grapple hook. It's something that it was actually evident in Overwatch when Genji would dash, to where like you would dash, but your character would actually still be in the spot where you started your dash, which is where you ended. Therefore, these attack animations don't match up. I don't think that this is a PC issue, but it could technically be, but I just figured I would give you guys that. Now, here we get into the actual things that matter in PC. Seeing through walls on very certain settings. This guy's using the lowest settings. This should be patched, but I mean, like, dude, this guy is straight up able to see through entire areas of the game, which is obviously game breaking. And on console, since you don't have the option to change some of these settings, in fact, it can be due to really, really old graphics cards as well as older drivers. That can actually cause a lot of these issues, whether it is through tessellation or just screen tearing. There's a lot of different things that have issues with PC that technically don't exist. I mean, overall, basically, there's just a bunch of clips of him being able to, like, see through areas, right? That's pretty game-breaking, but, again, this is only on PC, but I wanted to go over kind of the differences as well as, you know, just showcasing off things. Now, there is another issue with PC that a lot of people are complaining about. So, this is just obviously a meme. It says body armor rant, Black Ops 4 on Reddit, and you see a small gathering of people. And then we go to snipers are broken, and everyone's just complaining about it. Now, I mean, honestly, I didn't really have that much of an issue. Like, yeah, sometimes I'd run into a quick scoper and they would just boop, and then you're just instantly dead, right? But at the same time, I feel like that's not something that is going to be relevant in, like, higher levels of play. Yes, it's annoying to die to a sniper once in a while when they, you know, technically got shot first and they just aim on sights and shoot you real quick. I understand. It's not the most fun thing to run into. However, if you're playing this game in like a competitive section, or if you just run stock, it makes things much harder to hit. But they're saying in PC, it's much easier to aim, therefore you can kind of get quick scopes much easier, especially with the red dot attachment on the sniper. Again, I didn't really find this to be an issue, and I always play Call of Duty at pretty much the highest level of competitive play. I'm always doing league play, whether it's Black Ops 2 or 3, reached Masters, which is the highest rank you can get, and trust me, quickscoping is not a problem unless you're playing pubs. It can get annoying, I understand, but I wouldn't say that this is an issue that breaks the game. Some people are like, if they don't fix quickscoping, I'm not buying the game on PC, I'm gonna buy it on console. Totally understandable, but aim assist still technically exists. Anyways, and if you're playing on PC with a controller, generally they will give you aim assist. It's just natural in COD games because it feels much better. And then lastly, this was actually a pretty nice change to This is again PC. It says, make teammates' names and health bars fade away in ADS. So this is something that can actually be done on PC. Maybe they might make this change on console as well, that you can just remove like your teammates' names. There's a lot more, again, settings in PC that just make this game a much better experience, and you can see people are complaining about it. And what's cool with Treyarch is they're actually listening to people on this forum. So I highly recommend you guys to just go to Reddit. If there's a problem, it'll get upvoted, and Treyarch actually does respond, which I think is actually great. They actually just posted this 8 hours ago, and they just basically said they're fixing a lot of certain things, and they're saying they also fix exploitables that allow players to look across the map. This is more than likely something to do with seeing through objects. Again, this is just on PC as far as I'm aware of. This particular instance could have been on console, and it might have just been patched out because, again, keep in mind that we have had PS4 beta for 1 extra week technically, or they had another week to kind of fix things on console as well. But anyways, those are like the major differences between PC as well as console. Again, for graphical comparison, I would say PC is by far the best, but as far as experience, as far as menu and navigation and stuff, I feel like it's totally fine. There's not really too much of a difference, but there is more options on PC, and it does play pretty smooth. And I would say, as far as the COD player base, generally console is what's considered more competitive, even though generally people would say competitive games are much more competitive on PC. However, COD has always been, as far as like in the esports area, it's always been on console. It'd be interesting to see if they take it on to the PC in the future. But I think for right now, the most sweaty players, the best of the best, will still more likely be on PS4. However, there's still probably going to be good players on PC as well. Depending on league play and stuff like that, it depends on how many people actually play some of these modes. Because previously, if you've played Black Ops 3 as well as other Call of Duty games on PC, a lot of the league play modes, or some of the game modes, you just can't get a game in. Especially if you go to Black Ops 2 even right now, you could probably still get a game on like Xbox 360 to do league play. But if you went on PC or maybe even like the Wii U, you couldn't get these because there's not enough people that are interested in playing competitive, or just players in general. There's not enough. But here you're seeing me actually play with controller for once, and it feels really awkward, and you're going to see me go right back. It's because like the aim just feels really strange on controller. Again, I'm using X-Pad, it's not built into the game. You can't actually use a controller. But anyways, feel like I got everything that I wanted to out of the way as far as like your guys' questions go. If you guys are also wondering, what do I recommend to get the game on? I think PC is overall going to have more customization options. However, console still might have more players, and as far as pubs go, like just quick play, where you just want to have some fun, you might have worse players on console. But I think the competitive scene, like as far as league play goes, will be more sweaty on PS4. But again, it's not out yet, so we don't know. But again, judging by previously, as far as Call of Duty goes, generally, again, competitively it is played on console. On top of that, you can't even get a game on a lot of the PC games as far as in like some of the competitive modes, especially this day and age where, well, it's been several years. But at the start, there will be enough players. But anyways, I would love to know your thoughts down below. If you've played on PC as well as console, which one do you like it on more? I personally will probably be getting it on both because I have some friends that don't have a console, and sometimes I do like to do viewer games, so I do like to play with you guys, and sometimes it's good to kind of mix it up. But as far as I can tell, I personally prefer the game on PS4 because I like using a controller. However, because there is no controller support as of right now for the PC, I gotta stick with the PS4. In fact, I already pre-ordered it for the PS4 anyways, so I can get into the beta in the first place. But as far as PC goes, I might be willing to play the game a little bit more competitive on PC if specifically they add aim assist for controller, which I'm more than likely going to assume that they will actually add in the future. Anyways, so that's my thoughts. Let me know yours down below on Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And like I said, if you guys just are interested in graphics, because I know some people might have clicked this video, or just any Call of Duty comparison videos, COD versus console versus PC, like what are the differences? Again, optimization issues will eventually happen, but I think that PC is going to be best, Xbox One X, then PS4. But anyways, that's my thoughts. Let me know yours down below. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to see more Call of Duty, as well as other gaming content.